second, playing second base, number 5, Tyler Kinney. Batting third and catching, number 14, Matt Allen. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 24, Hugo Valdez. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 8, Stephen Smith. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 3, Wyatt Meisterhand. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 10, Kyle Phillips. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 1, Cole Parks. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 6, Robbie Hamlin. Starting pitcher for the Saints will be number 18, Robert Gurgis. Starting lineup for Chipola Indians. Batting first, the shortstop, number 7, Jose Caballero. Batting second, playing second base, number 5, Wood Myers. Batting third, the center fielder, number 6, Jay Estes. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 35, Reynaldo Rivera. Batting fifth, playing right field, number 27, Reese Cooley. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 18, Michael Hickman. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 13, Kainer Colmenares. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 15, Tyler Osick. Batting ninth and catching, number 55, Franklin Van Gert. Starting pitcher for the Indians, number 21, Landon Faulkner. Umpire for tonight's game, behind home plate will be Rob Nunez. Down the first base line, A.J. Dukes. Down the third base line will be Casey Sanchez.
Now we're down to 3 teams remaining at the FCSAA tournament. I'm Scott Jamison. I'll be bringing you today's game. 2 of the teams that are remaining are right here on this field. The Santa Fe Saints and the Chipola College Indians. The Indians will have their #1 pitcher on the mound, Landon Faulkner. Faulkner started the game these 2 teams tried to play a few days ago. It was washed out after an inning, or actually after just a half inning and then 1 out into the bottom of the first. Coach Jeff Johnson chose to take Faulkner out, and it looks like maybe it could have paid off, although the Saints went on to win that game 10-9. And now Brandon Hernandez will lead off against the Indians pitcher Faulkner. Hernandez hits that one deep to left, so he turned on the first pitch and hit it an absolute mile foul. Whoa. Well, I guess that's a message to Faulkner. But the Saints, even though they do not need to win this one to be in the championship, they are here to play. Saints a good fastball hitting team, as is Chipola. So we'll see how it goes here today. Breaking ball up now, 2-1. Well, Hernandez came up with a big hit in the Saints game against Polk earlier today, delivering a 2-out, 2 RBI single in the bottom of the 8th. And now he singles up the middle to start this game. Base hit, and the Saints with a runner on here in the top of the first. That'll bring Tyler Kinney to the plate.
Next batter for Santa Fe is the second baseman, #5, Tyler Kinney.
Tyler Kinney batting. Kinney comes in at 296. As a team, the Saints hit 311. Chipola 327, ball 1. Saints 41-7. Chipola 41-15. Pitch up high now, 2-0. So Faulkner early, running into a little bit of trouble. Kinney takes on the inside corner for strike 1. Good pitch by Faulkner after falling behind 2-0. Kinney will try to look for something here to hit on 2-1. Double play depth for the Chipola Indians infield. Hernandez back in there. Faulkner with the team best 2.37 ERA. He was 6-1, 76 strikeouts and 64 2/3 innings. Batters hit just 162 against him, so that hit by Hernandez is few and far between against Faulkner. Breaking pitch down. Faulkner, one of the best. Pitch down and now a full count. Good eye by Kinney. Faulkner with a very quick, kind of herky-jerky delivery. A lot of guys in the majors pitch like that as well. Kinney pops one up. Hernandez will have to go back. Catch made by the second baseman. Very nice play for the out. We're going to get a replay of that one. Oh, the wind kind of blew that one back towards the second baseman, and he made a really nice catch.
14, Matt Allen.
Here it is. Let's take a look at this catch right here. He ran a long ways to get to this. Again, the wind is blowing from right to left. But a nice diving catch. Van Gerp smothers that offering from Faulkner. Matt Allen at the plate. Allen, the Saints, this is the point the game was rained out. It was the bottom of the first with Allen at bat, except Tyler Kinney was on first, and Allen came back, and on the first pitch against Ryan Schauger, the reliever that came in for Faulkner, hit a pitch well over the left field fence to tie the game at 2. The Saints had fallen behind. David Lee started and struggled a little bit with some walks and hit by pitch. Hugo Valdez, who waits on deck, hit 2 home runs in that game. Smothers that one again. Now 2-0. Allen takes down low, now 3-0. That one's in there for a strike to Matt Allen. Hernandez singled to start the inning. There's 1 out, 3-1 count. Three-one pitch low, ball 4. So 2 on, 1 out for Hugo Valdez, a runner now in scoring position, and a walk for Landon Faulkner. He walked Tyler Kinney the last time.
For Santa Fe is the first baseman, number 24, Hugo Valdez.
And he doesn't walk a ton of batters, just 19 and 64 and 2/3 innings in the regular season. So he's not an erratic pitcher, not usually all over the zone. It could be first inning jitters. Faulkner, a sophomore, Kennesaw, Georgia. That went into Valdez. Steven Smith waits on deck. Well, the Saints can knock Chipola out of the tournament with a win. A win by Chipola would still send Santa Fe to the finals, and Chipola and Gulf Coast would play tomorrow to see who gets the right to play Santa Fe on Saturday. So we are down to 3 teams. Gulf Coast is waiting on what happens here. Should Santa Fe win, then they would play Gulf Coast tomorrow with a chance to win a state championship and have to be beaten twice for Gulf Coast to win it. 1-0 count. Valdez swings at a breaking pitch. He thought he was going to get a fastball after that mound visit. I think he thought he was going to try to sneak one over on him, hoping he would take, but instead throws a breaking ball, and that shows you the respect that he has for Valdez. That one was well out of the strike zone, but Valdez offered at it, thinking fastball. Strike 2, down and in to Valdez. One out, runners at first and second. Hernandez at second, Allen at first. Valdez spoils it. One-two pitch coming from Faulkner to Valdez. Valdez fouls that one off. One, two. He's fouled off 2 in a row. Breaking pitch right in there for strike 3. Caught him looking. Nice pitch by Faulkner. Now Steven Smith will bat. He hit a 2-out triple against Polk State in the last game to clear the bases. There were 3 on with 2 outs, and he drilled one off. Actually went the opposite way with it to left field. Wind still blowing hard out to left. Faulkner in a mini jam here in the first inning. First pitch is strike. Outside edge. Swing and a miss by Smith. That one hung up there too. Now 0-2. Swing and a miss. Running away from him by Smith. So the Saints will strand 2. Chipola will come to bat in the bottom half of the first. They'll send top of the order Caballero, Myers, and Estes to the plate. Back at Henley Field, Scott Jamieson with you for today's game between the Santa Fe Saints and the Chipola College Indians. These two teams met once earlier in the tournament, 2 days ago.
Shortstop, number 7, Jose Caballero.
With the Saints, actually, was that yesterday? I guess they started the game 2 days ago. Finished up yesterday. Saints winning on a walk-off home run. Has me all confused because of when it started. Jose Caballero, the shortstop, to lead off for Chipola. Caballero hit third when these two teams met. Low and away, ball 2. Strike 1 inside corner. Well, Chipola has to win this to stay in. If they lose, they're gone. They're going home. If the Indians win, they'll have to play Gulf Coast tomorrow for the right to play Santa Fe on Saturday. Strike 2 inside corner, 2-2. That's a good spot by Gurgis. He went around. Allen will have to complete the play, throws to Valdez, who steps on the bag for the out. And a strikeout for Gurgis. Well, Gurgis a 6.48 ERA, 12 appearances, 5 starts, 28 strikeouts in 25 innings. He had some really good games. He had one that hurt his ERA. And that'll do it when you only have 20-something innings. Wood Myers now batting. Swings at a slider away. 1-1. That one hit foul. That one misses, now 2-2. That one popped up. Smith may have a play on it. He will, and makes the catch. Well, Myers fouls out and over that territory by the Chipola dugout, and now Jay Estes, the center fielder.
Number 6, Jay Estes.
First pitch from Gurgis, up and out. Pitch up high, and Ronaldo Rivera waits on deck. Rivera had a good game against Santa Fe the first time these two teams met. Strike on the inside corner from Gurgis. Two one, breaking pitch, swung through, strike 2, actually tipped. The umpire said it was tipped. Now 2-2, 2 outs. Outside, 3-2. We'll see, set him up outside if he brings another breaking ball back across the inside half of the plate. He does. Estes holds up and draws a walk.
Brings up the left fielder, number 35, Ronaldo Rivera.
Now the big stick in the Chipola lineup. And a big man carrying it. 6'6", 250, Ronaldo Rivera. Foul towards the Santa Fe dugout and hops up over the dugout. Hit the fence in front. Second pitch is up high. Now the wind's sort of blowing in a little bit. One, 2 outs. Jay Estes drew a 2-out walk. which has been painful for some teams in this tournament. It's turned into big innings a lot of times. Throw over again. One pitch from Gurgis. Breaking pitch in there for a strike on the outside corner. Bends it away from Rivera. Rivera, just a freshman from Puerto Rico. Popped up, foul. Well, we'll see. Gurgis throws a lot of breaking stuff if Chipola's batters adjust the second time through the lineup. Sometimes it takes you one at bat to get a feel for it. Up high, 2-2. Two outs, runner at first, Estes, he's going to take off. That's a breaking pitch right on the inside corner. Strike 3, looking for Rivera. So after 1, score 0-0. Meister, Hands, Phillips, and Parks due for the Saints. We'll be back right after this. Up and into Wyatt Meister, Hands to start the top of the second. Saints the away team here in this one. Meister, Hands swings way through that, throwing that shoulder. Down low, ball 2. But Meister, Hands ahead in the count. Meister, Hands just a .220 hitter in the regular season. Started off pretty hot, then slowed down as the season went on. Up and in now, 3-1. Well, he'd love to take a walk, help his team out. That one out to right. Going back is Cooley, makes the catch. One down, and Kyle Phillips to the plate.
Brings up the right fielder, number 10, Kyle Phillips.
Faulkner's first delivery to Phillips is down. Well, if the Saints can at least make Faulkner pitch, make Chipola go to the bullpen later in the game, trying to keep it close, hang around. That one off the glove of the third baseman. They're going to give him an error.
Brings up the left fielder, number 1, Cole Parks.
Cole Parks will bat with a runner at first. Breaking ball in the outside corner. Nice pitch by Landon Faulkner. Well, Phillips does have some wheels. Stole just one base. Strike 2 to Parks. Stole just one base, but when you see him out on the base paths and in the outfield, you know he can run. He's just not real confident yet as a freshman. Parks to second. 1 and 2. Double play for the Chipola Indians to get out of the inning. So an easy turn on the 4-6-3 double play. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. Chipola set to bat with Cooley, Michael Hickman, and Kiner Colmenares. Reese Cooley to lead off for Chipola. Robert Gurgis breaking ball is a little high. Cooley 259 in the regular season, but 11 home runs. Ball 2 to the right fielder. Swing and a miss on a ball down and in. Well, Gurgis not going to blow it by you too often. He's going to fool you with deception and movement. Faulkner, on the other hand, throws the ball hard, and that one's a strike on the outside corner for a strike. Pitch on the outside corner for a strike. I didn't need to say strike twice, Tyler. I think people got the gist of it. Swing and a miss now. The, let's see, third strikeout for Gurgis. Michael Hickman, the designated hitter, due to bat.
Next batter for Chipola will be the designated hitter, number 18, Michael Hickman.
One and one to Hickman. Swing and a miss. on a pitch that ran away from Hickman. George is getting a lot of swings and misses. Breaking pitch hit out to center. Hanlon has to run a long ways. He's not going to get to it. Hits up off the fence. Hickman's going to go in with a stand-up double, 1 out. He hit that a long ways, and the wind is absolutely flying out there and grabbed that ball and ran with it. Lucky for the Saints that it didn't go out. Hickman just missed a home run. And now runner in scoring position for Kiner Colmenares. Colmenares takes down and away. Runner in scoring position is Michael Hickman. He doubled. Breaking ball up. Two-0 pitch. There's a breaking ball for a strike. He spins one up there into the strike zone. Chipola threatening in the second. That was their first hit of the game. Tapped foul. Breaking ball low, 3-2. That one just missed below the strike zone. Good eye by Colmenares. Scott Jamison here, along with Tyler Allen on the controls. Hit to first, foul ball, and Sarah Shira on the camera. Full count pitch. Tap to short. And they've got the runner in a rundown. And Smith should be able to run him down, and they do for the second out. Good job with the rundown. I think Hickman slipped a little bit on that one. It was cut down. After the throw to Steven Smith, and he wasn't going to run away from Smith. The runner had to stay at first as well. He wasn't able to get himself deep enough into the rundown to let the runner take his place. Good play by Hernandez. He could have taken the easy one to first, but he saw how far Hickman had strayed off the bag. So Hickman's double erased.
First baseman, number 15, Tyler Osick.
And now Tyler Osick, the first baseman, number 8 hitter in the lineup will bat. Franklin Van Gerp waiting on deck. Breaking ball strike from Gurgis. Way up and out, almost gets by Allen. 1-1 pitch to Osick. Hit into the hole, base knock. So that runner that was at second that might have scored on a hit for Chipola, but now they've got a runner out there in scoring position.
Brings up the
Franklin
pitcher,
Van
number
Gerp.
55, Franklin Van Gerp.
Breaking ball, strike one to Van Gerp. Breaking pitch, and Van Gerp about comes out of his shoes for strike two. I see one way up and away right here to Van Gerp. Allen needs to keep it in front. Oh, 2 to Van Gerp. Runners at first and second. Strike three right there on the outside corner. Van Gerp goes down looking. So a good sequence of pitches. Curveball in, fastball away at the belt. Strike three, Van Gerp not looking for that. And goes down looking, a fourth strikeout for Gurgis. For the Saints, number 9, Robbie Hanlon, leadoff, Hernandez, and then Kinney. Nothing through 2 here at Henley Field in Lakeland. Game number 17. Santa Fe and Chipola, number 1 versus number 2. Santa Fe College number 1 in the polls, also number 1 in the nation. Aspen Institute ranked number 1 community college. Over 1,100 community colleges in the country. Santa Fe ranked as the best. One of the best graduation rates, one of the best retention rates in the entire country. And a pretty good baseball team to boot. 1-0 to Hanlon. That delivery on the outside corner for a strike. Swing and a miss by Hanlon. Hard fastball from Faulkner. Fouls that one back to stay alive. Now the pitch, down in the dirt, 2-2. Hanlon, the center fielder for Santa Fe. .307 during the regular season with 3 home runs, 18 RBI, and 7 doubles. Up and away now, 3-2. Faulkner's worked quite a few full counts. Chipola has to win this one to stay alive. They'd have to win one more to get to the championship. Hanlon rips one through to right field for a base hit to lead off the inning. So Hanlon with a good at bat. Works it back from 1-2 to a full count. Fouls one off and then drills a single to right. That's what you call not trying to do too much. Second hit of the day for the Saints. Brandon Hernandez will bat. He singled, he squares, takes a strike outside. 0-1. Hernandez squared on the first pitch. See what he does here. Throw over, Hanlon goes in standing, not much of a lead. Tipped by Hernandez. You may be able to hear that in the background. That's the Lakeland High School band practicing, I believe, over there at the football field behind us, giving us some background music. 0-2 to Hernandez. Hanlon at first. Outside corner, strike 3.
Tyler Kinney.
Tyler Kinney, the second baseman, will now bat. Kinney popped up in foul territory. The second baseman, Myers, made a really nice play, sliding in foul territory to make the catch. Oh, 1. Up and away, Hanlon back in. I don't know if that was a pitch out or just a pitch that got away. They thought Hanlon may take off. One pitch. Runner does go. Kenny flies it out towards right. Reese Cooley with the catch. And Hanlon will go back into first base. And now Matt Allen to bat with a runner at first. 2 outs.
Next batter for the Saints is the catcher, number 14, Matt Allen.
Allen up the middle and through. Hanlon will hold up at second. A base hit, the third hit of the game for the Saints. Seeing eye single. And now Hugo Valdez bats with runners at first and second for the second time this game, and you can't ask for much more than that. You've got to have your big hitters come through for you.
Number 24, Hugo Valdez.
Hanlon's at second, Allen at first. Well, the Saints have to like the confidence they're building against Faulkner, one of the best pitchers in the state. Batters hit only 162 against him all season. They've already got 3 hits. So, good omen. Down and in to Valdez. And if Valdez can work ahead and get a fastball that he can handle, he may be able to do some damage. That's up high, 2-0. This may be the pitch for Valdez. Another lefty waiting on deck in Steven Smith. Going to second. Hanlon was dancing, but dancing back towards the bag. He's not about to get thrown out or picked off with Hugo Valdez at the plate. May not be able to show his face back in the dugout if he did that. Well, he is messing with the pitcher enough to where he calls timeout and calls Jose Caballero in to have a discussion. Valdez hit 2 home runs against Chipola yesterday. 1 in the 7th to tie the game and 1 in the 9th to walk off with the win. And he swings at another pitch out of the zone. It's the same thing they did to him his first at bat, 2-0. And then they were fully expecting him to swing. So they just threw something out of the zone at him, and he's going to have to start to be more patient. The problem is when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, you just everything, the ball looks like a beach ball, and you feel like you can hit it no matter where it's at. But a guy like Faulkner who can run that pitch away makes it difficult. That one down, and now 2-2. He swings through it again. Two outs, 2 on. Hugo Valdez. Up and away, 3-2. Good eye by Valdez on that one. Ambulances and police cars driving by. Three-2, Valdez pulls it, but foul. Out in front of the changeup. Well, something is going down in Lakeland because there's fire trucks now, and I think every ambulance and police car in the city. Sounds like it's like right out front or something. I'm not sure what's going on. 3-2. That one hit him in the elbow, and he'll get first base. Coach Jeff Johnson will come out. See if it. So a hit by pitch. Coach Jeff Johnson wants to get an explanation. Going to say he did not lean into it, so that's the explanation. Bases loaded, 2 outs, Steven Smith. Last time he was up earlier today, he hit a triple in this situation, or a double, I should say, but he scored 3 runs, so that was the triple part of it. Well, Valdez did sort of lean into that one, just looked at the replay. No question about it. Saints get away with one there. First pitch up high. (1-0), 2 outs. Timeout called. The first baseman coming in. So Faulkner not real comfortable this inning for whatever reason. He's had discussion with the shortstop and now a discussion with the first baseman. But he can still get out of this with no damage done if he can get Stephen Smith. Down 2-0. So apparently there's a football game. And so there's a police escort for one of the football teams. And as you can see the school bus with them unloading. So that's why the whole police department was here, to escort the high school football team. Outside corner, strike one. 2-1 to Stephen Smith. Good take. And a great pitch by Faulkner on the outside edge. Well, nowhere to put him. Smith swings through it. 2-2. Two pitch coming to Smith, 2 outs. Smith pops one out towards left. The left fielder should be able to get to this one, and he does. Puts it away for the out. Well, the Saints have left 5 runners on base through 3 innings, not coming up with the big hits when they need them. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. Still tied 0-0. Back at Henley Field in Lakeland, Scott Jamieson with you, and one half of the championship game has already been determined, and that is Santa Fe College. They will play for the championship. It's just a matter of who and if they have a loss going in or not. If they win this one, they'll be undefeated, so they'll have to be beaten twice. If they lose this one, it'll be a one-game state championship situation.
Leading off for the Indians is the shortstop, number 7, Jose Caballero.
Jose Caballero batting. Leadoff man for the Indians. Robert Gurgis worked himself out of a jam last inning. Caballero takes a breaking ball for a strike on the outside corner. One pitch for the Indians shortstop. Breaking ball down. Two one. Now 3-1. Well, this is now the second time through the order, so I mentioned earlier, you wonder how they're going to adjust. The shadows have started to drift across. That's on the inside corner. I don't know where Caballero thought that was. I don't know why he would start running to first. That's not going to get you any points with the umpire. I guess maybe they see. That one is hit a long ways to left. I don't think this one's going to stay in the ballpark. It's out of here. And Caballero looks over into the Santa Fe dugout as he's trotting down. And, well, he started some stuff last game, too, by doing some talking. And he does it here again. Does the talking with his bat and with his mouth. He hit that one a long way. It's a solo home run for Jose Caballero. Well, both teams did some talking last game. Caballero got it started.
Number 5, Wood Myers.
Well, let's hope it stays right there. It's unnecessary. These teams could meet again. So that's the last thing we need is emotions running high. They're already running high in a baseball game of this magnitude to begin with. 2-0 from Gurgis to Wood Myers. Outside corner, strike one. A little bit off the plate, but called a strike. That one is going to be out of here too. Solo home run, back-to-back. Wood Myers with a bomb. Wood Myers crushed that ball out to right field. 2-0 Chipola, and that's what the score was last time these teams met. That was in the first inning. The umpire talking to Coach Jeff Johnson. I'm not sure if he's talking to him about Myers, who also looked over into the Santa Fe dugout after he hit that, or if it's the players coming out. I'm not quite sure.
Next batter is the center fielder, number 6, Jay Estes.
Jay Estes will now bat. Well, the problem now is Gurgis. It's the second time through the order, and like we said, I figured that Chipola may adjust. And the problem here is Gurgis is getting behind in the count. So he's not able to throw those pitches out of the strike zone that start in the strike zone. And get the swing and misses. Coach Johnny Wiggs will go out and have a talk with him. Oh, Gurgis did not give up any home runs in the regular season. So those are the first 2 that were hit off of him. Mound meeting over. Gurgis back out there. And Jay Estes at the plate. Estes swinging for the fences, and why not? His 2 teammates hit him out. Well, the Saints will have to come from behind against Chipola for the second game in a row against them if they want to get the win. Breaking ball, strike, 0-2. Estes pulls one foul past the third base coach. Estes fights off a good pitch and pokes it down the right field line, 2-2. Ball in the dirt, full count. Full count pitch, breaking ball in the outside corner, strike 3 to Estes.
Next batter is the left fielder, number 35, Reynaldo Rivera.
Reynaldo Rivera will bat. He struck out looking his first time up to the plate. To Oda Rivera. Breaking ball strike. Rivera, who's 6'6", that one was probably a little low for him, but it was in the strike zone. Ball outside. And ball forward to Rivera. So now Reese Cooley to bat.
Next batter for the Indians is the right fielder, number 27, Reese Cooley.
Cooley squares the ball out in front. Allen keeps it there. Breaking ball outside, 2-0. Well, Gurgis needs to stop working from behind if he wants to have success against this powerful Chipola lineup. Breaking ball strike. He does not throw hard enough to be able to have to groove pitches on a consistent basis. Cooley flies one out to right. Phillips comes on, makes the catch. Now 2 down with Rivera at first.
Next batter for Chipola is the designated hitter, number 18, Michael Hickman.
Well, these teams met yesterday. Santa Fe won an unbelievable game, 10-9. Walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th by Hugo Valdez. Valdez has come up to the plate with runners at first and second twice. Strike one. Allen almost stood up on that, but sat back down and let it come in to the strike zone. Hickman doubled his first time up and then was caught in a rundown and thrown out. That was back in the second inning. Pitch fouled back. Up and in, and he's going to call him back. Well, we'll take a look and see what happened here. I'm looking at the replay. Well, he didn't try to move, but it came right at him, so I'm not sure if the umpire's saying it hit the bat or he didn't move out of the way or what. You don't necessarily have to make an effort to get out of the way. Just can't move into the ball. Well, that was the exact same thing that just happened. Well, he gives him first on that one. Pitching change coming up for Santa Fe. A righty will come in to face Kiner Colmenares. Well, I just don't think the umpire wanted to call him back in twice. I really don't. I think if he'd have done that, he'd have had the whole Chipola bench on him probably. But he definitely, I mean, it's the exact same thing that happened on the pitch before that. But he doesn't have to try to move. He just can't lean into it. So he earned that base by getting hit twice. We'll be back right after this. The pitcher is going to be number 15, Bailey Metcalf. Back with Bailey Metcalf on the hill in a big situation. He needs to get the Saints out of this.
Third baseman, number 13.
Chipola a chance to keep this big inning going. Kiner Colmenares batting. Pitch down. Well, in watching warm-ups, Metcalf had trouble throwing strikes, so we'll see if that is how he carries it over. That one in there for a strike. Metcalf threw 19 2/3 innings, struck out 25, gets a lot of swings and misses. Did give up quite a few runs though, had a 9.61 ERA, in the same boat as Gurgis, just ran into a couple bad outings, and he wasn't able to recover that ERA with the limited number of innings. Well, it's only 2-0 if the Saints can pull themselves out of this one. There's a strike from Metcalf. That pitch just missed. Watch the replay to see where that one missed. Three-two. 2 runners on. Swing and a miss by Colmenares. Strike 3. I saw the replay of that other one. That was inside. Good call by the umpire. So that'll do it for Chipola. They leave a couple runners on. And the Saints will come up trailing 2-0 thanks to solo home runs by Jose Caballero and Wood Myers, and they both went a long ways. 2-0. Wyatt Meisterhands, the designated hitter for Santa Fe, to get it going. Meisterhands 0 for 1. That one's hit well out to left and up against the fence. It bounces, and a double for Meisterhands. He'll stop at second. He thought about third for a second, but Meisterhands just missed a home run. Didn't get it in the air enough, I don't think. Well, Santa Fe just trails by 2. Those 2 home runs, they're home runs, obviously.
Number 10, Kyle Phillips.
But they were just solo shots, so that's the positive for Santa Fe. The positive for Chipola is their guys are zoned in at the top of the lineup, and that bodes very well for Coach Jeff Johnson and the Indians. Kyle Phillips, strike 1 on the outside corner from Landon Faulkner. Oh, 1 to Phillips. Meisterhands out there at second. He cranked a double out into the gap. Phillips hits one. The third baseman finally picks it up. I don't know if he was going to be able to get to it anyways, but Colmenares didn't see it at first. It ended up staying in play by quite a bit, but it wasn't hit very high in the air. I don't think he was going to be able to get to it anyways. He tried. He hustled. Kyle Phillips with the wind blowing out to left. More from right to left than anything. Hits that one foul. Past first base. 0-2. Phillips hits one out to right. Rivera underneath it. Meister hands. Tags, but then goes back. And a good thing he did, because a good throw from the left fielder. Rivera. There's a big left fielder. Maybe able to, almost as tall as the fence.
Brings up the left fielder,
rob a home run out there.
Cole Parks.
Cole Parks now batting, the left fielder. He hammers it foul towards Coach Lance Larimer. Faulkner ready. Pitch to Parks. Swing and a miss. And they'll throw down to second and pick him off. Meister hands straying off the bag was out. Great throw by Van Gert. And he was hosed at second base right there. Well, the Saints have run themselves out of an opportunity to get a run. And a wave and a miss at a slider away by Cole Parks. So the Saints go quietly in the fourth. Chipola will come to bat with a 2-0 lead. We'll be back. Tyler Osick to lead things off for Chipola. Outside corner strike from Bailey Metcalf. Osick singled in the second. Down now 2-1. Up 3-1. To strike for 3-2. Full count pitch to third, under the glove of Steven Smith. And an error on Smith. Now Franklin Van Gert, the catcher.
Franklin Van Gert.
Metcalf would love to get another ground ball that his defense can snag and roll two. Swing and a miss by Van Gert. One. Pitch misses now 2-1 to Franklin Van Gert. One is hit to third. Van Gert, know where it went. The runner ends up on second, so it's a sacrifice for Van Gert. Sort of.
Next batter for the Indians is the shortstop, number 7, Jose Caballero.
Back to the top of the order, and Jose Caballero, you got to be careful with Caballero. He hit a home run out to left his second time up. That went inside. Pitch in there for a strike. One. Outside corner, 1-2. One hit is out to left and going to be gone. Caballero, another home run. Well, said you got to be careful. A 1-2 pitch is probably not the time to groove one to him, and he hits it out for his second home run. The score now 4-0. Chipola, big blast from Jose Caballero. Well, he is zoned in right now. The shortstop for Chipola has given the Indians a 4-0 lead. Another no-doubt home run that Cole Parks just watched leave the yard. So he is mimicking Hugo Valdez from yesterday. Well, Chipola College is so dangerous. They led the state in runs scored. Strike on the outside corner to Wood Myers. Myers homered back in the third as well. Top two players in the lineup have now combined for 3 home runs. Breaking pitch, strike on the outside corner. Hit down the third baseline, foul. There's strike 3 on Myers, and out number 2 for Chipola. Jay Estes now coming to the plate. He walked and struck out.
Next batter for
Chipola with a
Chipola is the
4-0
center fielder,
lead, out
number
hitting the Saints
6,
5-4.
Estes.
Saints have had their chances, just not able to come up with the big hit with runners in scoring position. Metcalf throws the first one in there for a strike. Second pitch strike now from Metcalf. Oh, 2. Estes swings and misses. Back-to-back strikeouts for Bailey Metcalf.
Bus drivers from both teams to please report to the main entrance.
And now Robbie Hanlon, Brandon Hernandez, and Tyler Kinney due up for the Saints. Leading off for Santa Fe, Robbie Hanlon. Center fielder swings and misses at the off-speed pitch from Faulkner. Hanlon swings and misses again. Seems fooled by those first 2 pitches from Faulkner. Chipola College, the champions of the Panhandle Conference. Santa Fe, champions of the Mid-Florida. Santa Fe 41-7, Chipola 41-15. Hanlon tapped to second. Wood Myers boots it. Hanlon goes ahead and runs through the bag. And an error on Wood Myers. Well, and if you're the Saints, a little bit of help never hurt. Can't tell if that one just took a weird hop or didn't come up to Myers. He didn't get his body in front of it, but he also was trying to make a scoop and a throw all at once. Well, he's made up for it with his bat with that home run, so he's allowed a mistake. They happen. Brandon Hernandez now batting. He singled in the first and struck out looking in the third. It's the second Chipola error. Hernandez swings through it, 0-2. Well, Faulkner now starting to get a lot of swings and misses as well. Hernandez tips it to stay alive. So the scenarios here, let's say this score were to hold up. and Chipola College were to win this game, there would be a championship game then on Saturday at 10 a.m. Chipola would play Gulf Coast tomorrow, Friday at 10 a.m. for the right to go to that game on Saturday. Runners straying off the bag, and Van Gerp has a good arm. You got to be careful if you're the Saints base runners. Should Santa Fe come back and win this game, then the game would be at 10 a.m. tomorrow against Gulf Coast, and Chipola would be eliminated. So a couple different scenarios to work with. Right now, the situation, if it were to hold up again with Chipola winning, we'd have a game tomorrow at 10. That one's inside corner, strike 3 to Hernandez. We'd have a game tomorrow at 10 a.m. between Chipola and Gulf Coast, and then another game Saturday at 10 a.m.
Number 5, Tyler Kidney.
Tyler Kinney now batting. Saints may have to hit a few long balls if they want to get back into this one. Outside corner, strike 1 from Faulkner. Throw over. Oh, 1 pitch to Tyler Kinney. Low and away, ball 1. Well, the Saints don't have to get them all back here, but they are going to have to slow down Jose Caballero and the Chipola College Indian bats, because right now Caballero is zoned in. He's hit 2 long home runs. Kenny swings and misses for strike 2, now 1-2. Throw back over to check on Hanlon. We had an instant classic between these teams yesterday, a continuation of a game rained out from Tuesday. And the Saints rallied in the 7th for a run after leading 8-3, gave up 6 runs to trail 9-8. Then Hugo Valdez took things into his own hands, hitting a home run in the 7th and a home run in the 9th to win the game. Swing and a miss by Kinney, a strikeout. Well, Landon Faulkner is pitching very well right now.
Number 14, Matt Allen.
For Faulkner, his 6th strikeout. This is a must-win game for Chipola if they want to stay in the tournament. Santa Fe bumped them down to the losers bracket. And now with a chance to knock Santa Fe for a loop and make them play a 1-game situation on Saturday, which may not be the worst thing in the world for the Saints, to be honest. Get a day off, come back with your number 1 pitcher, your bullpen refreshed, Troy Bacon available. If you were to win, which of course you want to do, you'd have to be beaten twice, but you'd be playing back here again at 10 a.m., 3rd game in about 36 hours. So I guess either way, Santa Fe is sitting in a pretty good spot right now, win or lose. Of course, you never want to lose, so we won't bring up that word if you're a Santa Fe fan. If you're a Chipola fan, you got to win. And you got to win again tomorrow morning. Runner goes. Allen hits one out towards center. Center fielder coming on. That ball drops in. Hanlon will have to hold up. And a single for Allen. Now Valdez, for the third time, has 2 runners on. All 3 of his at-bats, he's come to bat with 2 runners on. He's yet to get a hit. He struck out and was hit by a pitch.
For the Saints is the first baseman, number 24, Hugo Valdez.
That's Allen's second hit. Well, you've got to have your big hitters come up in big situations. That's all there is to it. Valdez has to be that big hitter right now. He's done it already for the Saints against both Eastern Florida with a triple that cleared the bases, and 2 home runs yesterday against Chipola. That pitch up high. One-0 breaking pitch in for a strike. Well, a base hit right here could get the Saints on the board, would get the Saints on the board. Right now you want to break the ice against Faulkner. Chipola would love for Faulkner to go the distance. That one hit to second. Wood Myers up with it, throws over to first, inning over. Well, it's just not been Hugo Valdez's day in this game so far. He's come to bat with 6 runners on and has not been able to capitalize. So we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Chipola leading 4-0. We'll have Rivera, Cooley, and Hickman due to bat. Ronaldo Rivera. Two and 0 to Rivera. That one low and away for ball 3. Well, again, a loss for the Saints is just their first of the tournament, so they're not out. Ball 4 to Rivera. Leadoff walk for the Indians. So a base runner here early for Chipola with Reese Cooley coming to bat. Cooley 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly out to right. Right now Chipola completely controlling this game. From Landon Faulkner to Jose Caballero. And this is the second game of the day for the Saints. First game of the day for Chipola, breaking pitch in their first strike. And a game the Saints don't have to win. They would get a day off tomorrow if they lost. If they won, they'd have to come back at 10 a.m. Granted, they'd have to get beat twice. But that's 3 games in about 36 hours. Cooley hits one well out to right. Phillips going back, makes the catch. Rivera will trot back to first with the second fly out in a row for Cooley to right field.
Next batter for the Indians is the designated hitter, number 18, Michael Hickman.
One out, Michael Hickman at the plate. He doubled back in the first. First pitch from Metcalf, a strike. And this may be Metcalf's game to go as deep as he can. Try to rest the rest of the Saints relievers. They know they're in the finals. If the Saints can get Caballero out, they might be in business for a comeback, but right now, Caballero is hitting everything he sees, and it's leaving the ballpark. Pitch up high, 1-2. One-two pitch to Hickman. Down now 2-2. Metcalf set. Fouled back. That was a good pitch on the outside corner, and Hickman did what he could with it, and he'll live to see another pitch, try to get something more hittable, something he can drive. He did that back in the second inning. Then he was caught off base in a rundown on a ground ball that was hit in front of him to Brandon Hernandez at short. He's strayed a little bit too far. That one hit well out to left. Cole Parks going back, makes the catch. Had to try to find it, lost it in the sun for a second. Does have his sunglasses on out there, but you can see him throw his glove up and try to find and locate the ball. He didn't have much time because it was hit on a line. And now Kiner Colmenares will bat.
Brings up the third baseman, number 13, Kiner Colmenares.
Well, the Saints hit 3 home runs in the game yesterday against Chipola. Chipola's hit 3 here already. Base hit up the middle. Rivera will have to stop at first, and Colmenares will be in there with a single. Excuse me, Rivera out there stopped at second.
Next batter is the first baseman, number 15, Tyler Osick.
Osick takes one up for a ball. One count, 2 outs. Osick singled and reached on an error. Now 2-1. Waiting on deck is Franklin Van Gerp. 3-1 pitch coming up to Tyler Osick. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Time called by the batter. Metcalf trying to give the Saints bullpen some respite today. Three-one delivery up high, ball 4. Bases loaded now with 2 outs. And we'll see if Chipola can come through with a 2-out hit that the Saints have not been able to manage today. They've had many, many opportunities the Saints have left.
Is the catcher, number 55, Franklin Van Gert.
8 batters stranded.
Pinch hitter,
Tequan White.
3, Tequan White.
Tequan White will pinch hit for Van Gerp, which means we'll probably see Rojas come into the game at catcher. Waiting on deck is a guy you don't want to bring to the plate with the bases loaded right now. It's Jose Caballero. And all he's done is hit 2 home runs. A solo shot and a 2-run shot. First pitch strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh-2 pitch, 2 outs. That one outside. Tequan White lays off. He thought about it. Metcalf almost got him to swing at a ball. That's strike 3 right on the outside corner. Tequan White caught looking, so nothing doing for Chipola, but they will still have a 4-0 lead. We're going to the 6th. Santa Fe batting still looking for their first run. Steven Smith, Wyatt Meisterhands, and Kyle Phillips due to bat. Steven Smith will get things started for the Saints here at Hindley Field, the 2016 FCSAA Tournament, game number 17. It has been a long haul. Faulkner up high. Saints trying to rally back from a couple Jose Caballero home runs and a Wood Myers home run. That's the scoring. That's a strike. 2-1 to Smith. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Faulkner is reaching back and really bringing it. (3-2) fouled back. Yeah, well, Sarah pointed that out. I didn't see it on one of those strike calls. The catcher actually turned his glove over and caught it about 6 inches off the ground and got a strike. So that always helps when you're pitching. Inside corner, strike 3.
Next batter is the designated hitter, number 3, Wyatt Meisterhand.
Now Wyatt Meisterhands, who doubled in his last at bat, will step up. (1-0) to Meisterhands. That one's inside. Now 2-0. Outside corner, strike. Well, there has definitely been some wide strike zones. Still been some high-scoring games, but some pretty wide strike zones. Strike 2. From Faulkner to Meisterhands. Most of these pitchers don't need too much help. They're pretty good in their own right. Swing and a miss.
Next batter for Santa Fe is the right fielder, number 10.
Now Kyle Phillips will bat with 2 outs. And 9 strikeouts now for Faulkner. Inside corner, strike 1. Well, Faulkner has really found his groove here recently. Struck out 5 in the last 3 innings alone. Breaking pitch outside. Well, the one good thing for Santa Fe, if they lose this one and they play Chipola on Saturdays, they wouldn't have to go against Landon Faulkner. They may see Brady Acker laced up the middle by Kyle Phillips, a 2-out hit. Now Cole Parks to bat.
Next batter is the left fielder, number 1, Cole Parks.
Parks up the middle, base hit. Runners at first and second. A little 2-out rally going for the Santa Fe Saints. Back-to-back hits, and now Robbie Hanlon to bat. It looks like the Santa Fe fans are all going back to their seats they've sat in the whole tournament. This is the first game the Saints have been the visitors. They've been the home team in their other games.
Batters the center fielder,
their other 3
number
games.
6, Robbie Hanlon.
And so the crowd trying to do their part. Hanlon squibs one foul, now 0-2. And Faulkner, a lot he can do when it's 0-2. He is very, very good. Oh, 2 to Hanlon, up and away. One-two pitch coming to Hanlon. That one's hit to second. Short way and out. Close play at second. But the Saints strand more base runners. They've left 10 on base.
Just a reminder, folks, this is the last inning for the concession stand, and we'll close in the middle of the seventh. Everybody head on down to the concession
So
stand.
Chipola will come to bat in the bottom half of the sixth with the top of the order. Jose Caballero, Wood Myers, and Jay Estes when we return. First pitch to Caballero in there for a strike, and all he's done today is hit 2 home runs, 3 RBI, a solo shot in the third, 2-run shot in the fourth. He squares the bunt and takes the strike from the new pitcher, Alex Kinnell, number 17. Kinnell a 2.12 ERA, 4-0 in 6 appearances, 17 innings, 9 strikeouts. His job is to hold this game. That one is hit well out to left center, and this could be a 3-home-run day, and it is. Caballero's 3rd home run of the day. And he is just on fire right now. Unbelievable. That was another bomb by Caballero. He's got a smile on his face, and I would too. He is having himself a day with his 3rd home run. 2 of them have been solo shots and is now 5-0.
Brings up the second baseman, number 5, Wood Myers.
Now Wood Myers will bat. He also hit a home run. Well, the Saints defeated Chipola 10-9. This game has had a much different feel. Quickly 0-2 to Myers. Strike 3 on Wood Myers for the first out.
Next batter is the center fielder, number 6, Jay Estes.
One's down now 2-0 to Jay Estes, the number 3 hitter. There's one out here in the 6th, 5-0 lead for Chipola. Both teams with 7 hits. The Saints have just not been able to come up with the hits. With runners on, they've left 10 on base already through 6. They've been getting them on, just not getting them in, and Chipola's just been leaving the yard with it, so it's been a lot easier scoring runs for them when they're just hitting home runs. The wind is blowing out to left. Now, Caballero's probably all 3 of his home runs would have gone out without the aid of the wind. I mean, he hit all 3 of them really well. But it's definitely helping. Smith comes up and gets this one on a hop. And airmails one to Hugo Valdez. Estes will end up on 3rd. Well, if you're the Saints, you kind of have to shake this one off. It's hard to do that in the middle of the game, but you have to look at it as we're already in the finals. This game, all this does is give us a day off tomorrow.
Next batter for Chipola is the left fielder, number 35, Reynaldo Rivera.
And a chance to maybe rest, recoup, come watch the Gulf Coast Chipola game tomorrow. Still only 5-0, so this game's definitely not out of reach yet. It will be if it gets to 8, and the Saints would have to score to keep it from being a mercy rule. It is the NJCAA mercy rule, in effect. Chipola mercy ruled 2 teams at the tournament. Outside ball 1. Swing and a miss by Rivera. Fouled off, and now the count 2-2. Once again, just to clear up how the rest of this tournament will go, should this score hold up and Chipola hang on to win, they would play Gulf Coast tomorrow at 10 for the right to play Santa Fe on Saturday at 10. This one popped up. Valdez camps underneath it, drifts back into fair territory. Valdez makes the catch, and Estes will have to go back to 3rd. Jose Caballero, MVP of this game, unless things flip around. He's got 3 home runs and 4 RBI.
Indians is the right fielder, number 27, Reese Cooley.
The only positive for Santa Fe is that he's hit 2 solo home runs and a 2-run shot, so there hasn't been many runners on for him. So the damage has been minimal. Reese Cooley takes a strike. Cooley's 0 for 3, 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Foul tip now 0-2. Kendall ready with the 0-2 pitch to Rivera. 2 outs, a runner at 3rd. Excuse me, to Cooley, not Rivera. Rivera just popped up. This is Reese Cooley at the plate. 1-2 low, ball 2. 2-2 the count. Cooley hits one. It's going to be a tough play for somebody, and the left fielder able to come in. Well, it looked like Smith or Hernandez was going to have to make a play on it, but Cole Park's able to come in and get it. So the Saints trail 5-0, 3 home runs for Caballero. He's leading the way for Chipola. The Saints have got to get a rally going if they want to get back into this one. And they trail 5-0.
Leading off for Santa Fe is the shortstop, number 2, Brandon Hernandez.
Top of the order for the Saints. 5-0. Chipola. And a base hit for Santa Fe. Well, no better time than the present. Perfect situation for the Saints to try to get back into this one with their leadoff runner on.
Brings up the second baseman, number 5, Tyler Kinney.
Now Tyler Kinney will bat. Low and away, ball 1. Saints with the leadoff runner on. Kinney squibs that one foul. We are in the top of the 7th, game 17. The FCSAA baseball tournament. There are 3 teams remaining. Any of them can still go to Grand Junction, Colorado in the JUCO World Series. This is the toughest tournament to get there, 10 teams. Kinney fouls one out of play. One, 2 to Kinney. Trying to get a rally going. Saints need base runners. The man you see on the screen right there wearing number 7 has done the damage today. 3 home runs for Caballero. Outside, ball 2 to Kinney. Landon Faulkner still out there on the hill. The Saints with their 3rd pitcher. That's down and in for ball 3. Thought for a second the umpire may call that one, but it was way down and in. Good spot on the 2-2 pitch by Faulkner. Kenny to first for one and safe at first. So they get the out. Nice dig by Caballero. Hernandez out at second.
Next batter for the Saints is the catcher, number 14, Matt Allen.
Kenny reaches on the fielder's choice, and Matt Allen will bat. Hugo Valdez waits on deck. Breaking pitch, nasty for a strike. Inside, 1-1. Well, Matt Allen, Hugo Valdez, and Steven Smith, the meat of the Saints' order, could bat this inning. And depending on what happens with Chipola and their scoring, it could be the last time they get to come to bat in this game. They've got to treat it like that and try to make something happen. Allen pops up, and it will get out of play. 1-2. One-two pitch coming from Matt Allen, Saints catcher. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Strike three. And now Hugo Valdez will bat his fourth at bat with runners on base. He and Allen have both come to the plate with runners on a few times. Not been able to come up with a big hit like they did the first time these two teams met. And a lot of that has to do with who's out on the mound right now. Breaking ball, strike one from Faulkner. That pitch is low and out, but called a strike. Would just be very hard for anybody to hit. Up and out, ball one. It's the replay again to see where that one's at. Right down the middle, strike three to Valdez. So Chipola works around Valdez and Allen again, striking them both out. Second strikeout for Valdez. And we'll go to the bottom of the seventh. Michael Hickman, Kiner Colmenares, and Tyler Osick due up for the Indians. Leading off is Michael Hickman, the designated hitter for Chipola. Hickman hits one to Valdez. He'll take it himself. 1 pitch, 1 out. Now Kiner Colmenares will bat. The third baseman is 1 for 3, with a single, a fielder's choice, and a strikeout.
Brings up the third baseman, number 13, Kiner Colmenares.
Kiner Colmenares' last hit, or his only hit, was back in the 5th. Strike low and inside. Colmenares to Hernandez, and there's 2 down. Tyler Osick, the first baseman, will bat. Chipola knows to feel comfortable, they've got to put some runs up. The Saints scored 10 on them last time. Granted, they put them up a little earlier and they weren't going against Landon Faulkner either, but they know the Santa Fe bats could come alive at any moment. The reason the Saints are ranked number 1.
Next batter for Chipola is going to be the first baseman,
lose very often.
15, Tyler Osick.
First pitch up and away from Alex Kinnell. Well, besides that home run to Caballero, who may be able to hit a home run off Kershaw right now, Kinnell has not given up a hit. Only base runner was on an error on that grounder that to third that was thrown away. 3-0 with Rojas waiting on deck. Strike 1 outside corner from Kinnell. Inside corner, strike 2. 3-2 pitch. Osick steps back in. That's on the inside corner, strike 3. Well, it's been called all game. Both teams have not liked it. And it's probably off the plate, but it has been called. So a strikeout looking. Down goes Osick, a 1-2-3 inning for Kinnell. And the Saints will have Smith, Meisterhands, and Phillips due up in the 8th. Well, back at Henley Field, Saints, they're going to rally. They've got to do it quickly. Chipola College already has 1 team at a national tournament, the softball team out in St. George, Utah. They won their first game yesterday against Indian Hills 8-1 in Southwest Florida State College. The other representative from the FCSAA defeated San Jacinto 6-1. Both teams are actually currently playing right now. We'll try to get you some score updates.
Leading off for Santa Fe is the third baseman, number 8, Stephen Smith.
Stephen Smith to lead off for the Saints. And even just a run or 2 would be a welcome sight for the Saints. That one bounced up there for ball one. Outside corner for a strike. Good pitch from Faulkner. One popped up over top, over our heads. And 1-2. Well, Faulkner's been able to work ahead in a lot of counts, and it's been to his advantage. He's a good arsenal of pitches, a good breaking ball, good hard slider, changeup. That one tipped by Smith. And the Saints have struggled when behind in the count, which most pitchers do, or hitters do. That one up high for a ball, 2-2. Appreciate you tuning in. You can check out pictures. That one's hit by Smith, but right at Caballero for the second out. You can check out pictures from the entire tournament at the FCSAA Facebook page.
Next batter is a designated hitter.
Tom Haggerty's been taking some great photos. Now Wyatt Meisterhands will bat. Pitch down, and Rojas goes and gets it. Chipola has to win to stay alive. They're in good shape right now. Saints are already in the championship game. If they lose, it will be on Saturday at 10 a.m. Chipola and Gulf Coast will play tomorrow. Up and out, ball 3. Ball 4 on 4 straight pitches to Wyatt Meisterhands. And a 1-out walk issued by Faulkner. Just the second walk issued by the Chipola pitcher.
Next batter for the Saints is the right fielder, number 10, Kyle Phillips.
Pitch low and away, ball 1. So now, not throwing strikes, and the umpire's not giving those corners. One-0 pitch to Kyle Phillips. Meisterhands at first. He's not going to stray too far off the bag. His run doesn't mean anything, so he doesn't want to get picked off. Changeup swung through by Kyle Phillips. Saints' second game of the day. They defeated Polk 8-4 this morning. Breaking pitch looked to be a little off the plate, but called a strike. Catcher had to shift his whole body to the outside of the plate to catch that one off the plate. Phillips fouls off the 1-2 pitch. Cole Parks on deck. And Robbie Hanlon in the hole. Hit by Phillips and over the head of the shortstop. Meisterhands with good base running gets to the bag. And a hit now with 2 runners on with 1 out. Saints have done this numerous times. They've left 11 runners on base, have not scored yet.
Brings up the left fielder, number 1, Cole Parks.
Two on, 1 out. Cole Parks at the plate, Robbie Hanlon on deck. Parks foul down the third base line. Well, if you're a Saints fan, you feel like the Saints are probably due to get something going. If you're a Chipola fan, you're probably just like, nah, this is just what Landon Faulkner does. Just gets people out. Gets in and out of jams. No problem. Breaking pitch down, 1-1. Parks laces one out into the gap. That's going to get a run home for Santa Fe. It's going to put a runner on third. And Santa Fe is on the board. They've got something going. A base hit by Cole Parks, and now Robbie Hanlon to the bat. Phillips went first to third. So a walk, hit. 2 singles. 7-8 hitters. And Coach Jeff Johnson will trot out to have a talk with his pitcher. And he's going to take the ball from Faulkner, but tell him that he did a great job before he goes off the mound. And Faulkner, tell you what, it's a performance from Landon Faulkner. We'll be back right after this. Pinch hitter for the Saints, Hayden Kano against Schauger. Ryan Schauger, the relief pitcher for Chipola. So Coach Wiggs pulls the trigger on a switch after the lefty was brought in. Hanlon, a left-handed hitter. It's not often that Robbie Hanlon comes out of the game. First and third, Hayden Kano batting. Breaking pitch, strike. Saints had some success a couple days ago against Shogger. Strike two. Is that pretty low, Tyler? Or was that at? Low, away, nowhere. We're too tired to be able to tell, I think. 0-2, 1 out. Kano, base hit on an 0-2 pitch from Shogger. And the score is now 5-2. Three straight hits. And now Brandon Hernandez represents the tying run.
Brandon Hernandez.
Kano fought off a good pitch, too, from Shogger. Pinch running for Kano is Dylan Reed.
Now running at first base, number 22, Dylan Reed.
We'll see if Reed stays in defensively. May see Cole Parks or Kyle Phillips go to center and Reed go over to right field. Or Coach Wiggs will pull in somebody for Reed. Down to Brandon Hernandez. Alex Shogger, lefty from Virginia Beach. I believe I called him Ryan Shogger early. My apologies. It is Alex Shogger. Sorry to his family if they're watching in Virginia Beach. Down and into Hernandez. Well, Tyler Kinney on deck. Matt Allen in the hole. 1 out here in the 8th. Don't see any activity out in the bullpen right now. Hernandez squares and takes a strike, 2-1. Good breaking pitch from Shogger. Hernandez to third, steps on the bag, fires across, and out, double play. Well, Chipola gets out of the inning. And the Saints blow another golden opportunity. They've left 13 runners on base. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Chipola coming to bat. Back at Hindley Field, the Saints blew a golden opportunity. Chipola was able to get a ground ball from Hernandez. Third baseman stepped on the bag and fired over for the double play. A nice job by Chipola to get out of the jam. Santa Fe was threatening, had already scored 2 in the inning.
Defensive changes for Santa Fe. Number 10, the right fielder, moves to center. Number 22, Dylan Reed, goes out to right field.
Also, our guess was right. Dylan Reed out in right, Phillips in center. Call Graham pitching. And Call was bouncing everything in warm-ups. Caught Matt Allen a couple times on the wrist.
For Chipola is the catcher, number 25, Miguel Rojas.
Fires that first one in low. Well, Chipola's softball team's up 4-2 over Wallace State in the third. Florida Southwestern up 4-2 over Butler in the fourth. So both Florida teams winning. That one laced out to left. Base knock for Rojas to get the bottom of the 8th started. Well, the Saints didn't come alive until the 8th. They got 2 and then had an opportunity. Hit into their,
number 7, Jose Caballero.
I believe, second double play. Yes, it was their second double play they've hit into. They've also left 13 on base. Caballero takes a strike. Well, Caballero trying for a 4 home run day. He's already got 3. It's a full moon out. There's a big old moon up there. Full moon here in Lakeland and everywhere, I guess. Not just Lakeland. Outside corner. Or outside strike. Don't know how much corner there was on that one. I guess that sweeping motion across the plate, it caught maybe the corner of the corner. 0-2. This cannot be close to the zone, and it's not. I wouldn't throw the next one close either. Thank you to Kelly Warren, Executive Director of the FCSAA, for those softball updates. That one's bounced. Two-two pitch. Runner at first, nobody out. Call Graham to strike 3 on the outside corner. Almost said Reggie Jackson. 3 home run postseason game, but that was just Jose Caballero, and he actually looked human right there for once this game. He's got 3 home runs and 2 strikeouts. Now Wood Myers will bat. And I don't blame Caballero for being upset on those. They're pitchers' pitches, but they're not really very hittable. Took a little off, strike 1. Wood Myers also hit a home run in the third, back-to-back with Caballero. Struck out his last 2 at-bats. Runner goes, hit and run on. Wood Myers fouls it off, now 0-2. We're under the lights here at Hindley Field and under a full moon. Turned into a beautiful night. Pitch down, 1-2. About 8:23 here in Lakeland. under the glove of Hugo Valdez, a base hit, and the runner will go to third. Reed will get it into second base, and now there's a runner out there for Jay Estes.
Brings up the center fielder, number 6, Jay Estes.
Estes with runners at first and third. One out. That gets away, and a run will score for Chipola, and the other runner will go all the way to third. So the Saints, who started to scratch back into the game in the 8th, are letting things get away from them here. It has not been the most cleanly played game for Santa Fe. A couple errors. They've out-hit Chipola 11-8, but only scored 2. They've left 13 on base. Strike from Cole Graham. Well, in warm-ups, we saw Graham bouncing a lot of pitches. Caught Allen on the wrist a couple times. Right at Hernandez with the infield drawn in. He makes the play over to first base. So Hernandez had to take that one off the chest, but he was happy to not let that get into the outfield, and it saved a run having the infield in.
Chipola is the left fielder, number 35, Ronaldo Rivera.
And now the left fielder, Ronaldo Rivera, will bat. Wood Myers over there at third. On that pass ball, of course, he may not have hit the ball to that spot, but could have prevented a double play. That ground ball was a double play type ball, and they would have had the infield back. Outside ball 2. Well, with Cooley on deck, I'd be careful with Rivera. Wouldn't give him much to hit, especially 2-0 now. I'd stay. Yeah, there you go. That's what I would probably do. Call Graham, though, almost throws it away. Well, be ready, Matt. Matt kind of shakes his head. All right, here we go. And now Cooley will bat.
Brings up the right fielder, number 27, Reese Cooley.
Cooley from Fleming Island High School. He's a sophomore. First and third with Cooley up. First pitch strike from Cole Graham. Graham trying to keep this at 4. Try to let the Santa Fe batters give him a chance. Cooley takes outside. 1-1. Well, the Saints have had a lot of runners on base tonight, just not able to push them home. Chipola has hit 4 home runs and has just 6 runs, so it's a game the Saints, with some more timely hitting, could have had a chance at. And I guess if you're a Saints fan, you can take solace in the fact that didn't really play real well. Cooley hits one well out to center, but should be playable for Phillips, and it is. Chipola, with only 8 hits, hasn't exactly torn the cover off the ball, but they've done it in a timely fashion, and they've hit the ball over the fence. That's why you want home run hitters on your team. And Caballero, with his 3 home runs, has really helped stretch this game. It's now a 4-run lead going to the top of the 9th. Saints have got to make it happen now or this ball game's going to be over. And Chipola and Gulf Coast will play tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We'll be back with the top of the 9th for the Saints. 2, 3, 4, Kinney, Allen, and Valdez. The Saints have 3 outs to get 4 runs. They got 2 in the 8th. Chipola answered with a run and is now a 4-run game. Tyler Kinney to lead off, the second baseman for Santa Fe. First pitch outside. Well, the Saints beat Chipola yesterday, which put them in the game against Polk today that they won 8-4, which guaranteed them a spot in the championship game. Now it's a matter of when that championship game is. And because of scheduling with Henley Field, normally would be a doubleheader tomorrow, but the Flying Tigers are here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So can't play past a certain time. Kinney offered at it. No. I thought he offered at it. 2-1. Chipola has a new left fielder out there, number 17, Miles Edwards. Strike 2 to Tyler Kinney. Well, maybe that was a makeup call for the half swing. Been an interesting week for strike zones, and it's hard when you go through different umpires so much. I know that's how it is in the big leagues, obviously, and in college you don't see the same home plate umpire every single game, of course, but when the strike zones are so different and so far off the plate some games and so far inside the plate other games and high, low, just makes it difficult for batters to adjust. And it makes it frustrating to watch at times too. Two-two pitch coming to Tyler Kinney. Fouled off by the Santa Fe second baseman. Saints looking for a 4 or 5 run rally. If they can't do it, the game will be over. Miles Edwards again is out and left. Fouled off. Well, Chipola softball team scored 9 in the bottom of the 3rd and lead 13-2 over Wallace State. Or, excuse me, 10-2. Not 13, 10-2. Going into the top of the 5th out in Utah. Well, Chipola won the national championship last year in softball, trying to do it again. Coach Belinda and Jimmy Hendricks do a tremendous job with that program. Credit to how well they recruit and how well they coach. They continuously are getting through a 16-team tournament, 8 teams on each side at the softball tournament in Vero Beach. Kenny laces one foul. So good at bat by Kenny here early, a 3-2 count. Saints need base runners. He fought off a pitch there that he wasn't going to be able to handle, but was probably strike 3. Kenny spoils another 3-2 pitch over towards the football game. Kenny hits a curveball. He's going to have to race Schauger to the bag. He won't win the battle. Schauger wins it, and there's one out. So if Chipola hangs on here, they'll play tomorrow against Gulf Coast at 10, and then the championship game will be Saturday at 10 a.m. between Santa Fe and either Chipola or Gulf Coast. So it could be a third meeting between the Saints and the Indians, which would be fitting because they would have each won one. Strike one to Allen. Breaking pitch, strike 2, fouled back by Allen. Oh, 2 to the Saints catcher. He's got a couple hits today. 2 for 3 with a walk and 2 singles. Swing and a miss. 2 outs. Well, Allen homered off Schauger on the first pitch yesterday when we came back from the rain delay. Swings through that one.
Next batter for the Saints.
Now Hugo Valdez will bat.
Hugo Valdez.
Well, if anything, Valdez can use this as a little bit of confidence, maybe build something going into Saturday's game. Chops it to third. Third baseman takes it, makes the throw, and got him by a half a step. Ball game over. Chipola College wins. And they will face Gulf Coast tomorrow at 10 a.m. with the chance to play the Saints on Saturday. So the championship game is now set. The date and time is set for Saturday at 10 a.m. And the championship game is now Saturday at 10 a.m. Tomorrow, Gulf Coast and Chipola will play for the right to play Santa Fe. We'll see what happens tomorrow at 10. We'd like to thank you for watching. I'm Scott Jamison, Tyler Allen, Sarah Shira, Kelly Warren, the Executive Director of the FCSAA, as well as Bing Tyus and CAA Chair Bill Hamilton. We all appreciate you tuning in and watching. We'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Gulf Coast and Chipola.